parents and students to our first and hopefully last virtual back to school night. We will be providing you with a lot of information, but no worries. We are recording this meeting and it will be posted on our website. So if you missed something, you can always go back and watch again. So let's get started.
Blanchard Elementary is proud to be one of the few remaining small-town traditional neighborhood schools in the area. We serve approximately 400 students from pre-K through 3rd grade. Many of our teachers are Blanchard residents, and several are former BES Eagles themselves. These unique qualities help create a warm, safe, inviting atmosphere with smiling faces everywhere you turn. Anyone visiting our school can easily see that our faculty is wholly invested in the academic, social, and emotional success of our students.
My name is Michelle Burgess, and I am the principal of Blanchard Elementary. This is my 28th year of being an educator at Blanchard. When I was in elementary school, I attended Blanchard Elementary. I'm also proud to call Blanchard my home.
My name is Kristen Stokely, and I am the instructional coordinator. I graduated from LSUS with a BA in elementary education and from LSU Baton Rouge with a master's degree in educational leadership and administration. I spent 5 years as a technology enrichment teacher, 11 years as a kindergarten teacher, and 2 years as a 3rd grade math teacher. This is my 21st year in education.
Hi, my name is Renee Morris, and I am the school counselor. I graduated from LSUS with a bachelor's in elementary education and Louisiana Tech with a master's of arts in guidance and counseling. I spent 9 years teaching 1st grade right here at Blanchard and 13 years in counseling. This is my 22nd year in education. I have 2 daughters and 4 grandchildren. Blanchard Elementary has been my home for the past 18 years.
We have a new school mission and vision statement. Our teachers and students hear this daily in the morning announcements, and they've been learning them in class as well. Our mission statement is, every moment counts, every Eagle matters. Our vision statement is, every Eagle empowered, students, family, faculty, staff, and community focused on and striving for academic and social excellence, every day in every way. We believe that our students can and will meet or exceed grade level standards, so we are dedicated to providing every student with high expectations and quality instruction every moment of every day.
There are a few things we would like to talk about this afternoon. The first one of the biggest things on people's minds in recent months is COVID-19. Faculty, staff, and administration, along with custodians and cafeteria workers, are following all district and state protocols to keep all of the children and adults in the building safe. Please remember that students must be fever-free and symptom-free for 72 hours before returning to school. The 72 hours does not begin until the fever breaks and symptoms disappear. Now let's talk about drop-off and dismissal. Car line begins at 7:05 a.m. Please do not drop off earlier than 7:05, as there will be no duty personnel to supervise them. The tardy bell rings at 7:30 a.m. Please know that we will take any car line or bus delays into account. Parents are not allowed to walk students to class due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Bus riders must be wearing a mask before getting on the bus. Bus drivers are not responsible for providing the mask, so please make sure your child has an extra in their backpack just in case. Buses and bus stops are an extension of the school day. School rules and expectations apply. Please do not remove the bus tag on your child's backpack. We can't wait until parents are able to come back into the school. These rules are relayed to us from the Caddo superintendent, not from our school administration.
I'd like to take a few minutes and talk to you about attendance. Attendance is required for both virtual and traditional students. Traditional students are expected to be in their seats and ready to learn when the tardy bell rings at 7:30. Car line and bus delays will be considered. Now let's talk about the school tardiness policy. Tardies 1 through 3, the parent must check the student in and they'll receive a verbal warning. Tardy number 4, the parent must check the student in and have a conference with the counselor. Tardy number 5, the parent must check the student in and have a conference with administration. Tardy 6 through 7, the parent must check the student in and the student will have recess detention. Tardies 8 through 9, the parent must check the student in and the student will receive in-school suspension. Tardy number 10, the student is in ISS, which is in-school suspension, pending a Caddo Parish School Board administrative conference with the attendance department. Virtual students are expected to log into the Canvas system at least once each day to be counted present. Teachers will check the virtual attendance the following morning by looking at the Canvas login records. If your child is absent and able, they can log in to the Canvas from home and complete the same assignments being done in class. Every lesson can be accessed and the recorded lessons are posted at the end of the day. I'd like to take a little bit of time to talk to you now about our drug prevention program that we always do here at Blanchard. We've already started our DARE program, and our officer started around mid-September, and she goes to each class and gives lessons. So the students are learning some things about learning how to obey the rules and laws, learning how to be a good citizen. They're basically talking all about some things about drugs, and they work through conflict. Right now we've started with our upper children in 2nd to 3rd grade. They're now receiving DARE lessons each week. And after November the 10th, then our younger age group, pre-K 4 and 1, they will also begin to have theirs. So we do work with the students through the DARE program to help prevent them from getting into situations and learning how to say no to drugs.
Now let's talk about live lesson protocols. Blanchard teachers have spent many hours learning and preparing lessons in Canvas, Caddo's new learning management system. To honor their efforts and to provide the best possible experience for everyone, traditional classroom expectations also apply to students learning at home. Blanchard Elementary classroom rules mirror the whole brain teaching rules. The first rule is follow directions quickly. The second is raise your hand for permission to speak. The third is raise your hand for permission to leave your seat. The fourth is make smart choices. The fifth is help keep your classroom a happy place. And the last is the diamond rule, keep your eyes on the target. In addition to the traditional classroom rules, virtual students should log in from a quiet place with no distractions, dress appropriately and be sitting up ready to learn, arrive at least 5 minutes early to allow time to fix technical issues, log in through ClassLink using Caddo credentials so attendance can be verified, and this also keeps unwanted visitors out. You should also keep your camera on and your microphone muted. All chat in the chat channel should refer to the lesson and should not be used at all unless the teacher requests it. Any chat that goes into the channel is public and it's archived and it can be accessed at any time. So please do not use the chat unless your teacher requests. Also, please have all your materials ready before your lesson begins. When we were talking about rules, we mentioned whole brain teaching. Whole brain teaching is a grassroots movement that began many years ago in California. And in addition to those rules, you may hear your child coming home repeating things they've heard, other things they've heard in the classroom, such as class yes, mirror words, hands and eyes, or other calls that the teacher uses to enhance their learning. Over the last years, this movement has spread across the nation and the world and has become a huge part of classrooms everywhere. We encourage you to visit the web and watch videos of teachers using whole brain teaching. You will be able to see the benefits of students actually having fun while they're learning. Every teacher at Blanchard has been trained in whole brain teaching, and they enjoy using some or all of the strategies they have learned.
Now I'd like to talk with you about grades. As you can see on the slide, the grading scale has been provided for you. This is approved by the Caddo Parish School Board. We will use JCampus Student Progress Portal to monitor your child's grades. We will show you how to access the portal in just a few minutes. Originally, Canvas was to be the way parents access students' grades. Some grades may still be seen in Canvas, but these grades are not final. At this time, JCampus Student Progress Portal is the only way to get an accurate picture of your child's progress. Please contact your child's teacher with any questions regarding grades. Give them a chance to help before contacting administration. They only want the best for your child.
Now more about Canvas. Canvas is Caddo's new learning management system. When we are finished here, a link will be posted to every teacher's back to school night presentation. Please take the time to watch those. This is where you will find out about the expectations that are specific to your child regarding Canvas. School-wide, Canvas is used for all lessons and for virtual and for traditional students. This decision was made so that everyone would be ready to learn immediately if we were sent home for any reason. Grades in Canvas are not accurate. Again, use JCampus instead. Check the announcements in each of your child's Canvas courses. This is very important because you don't want to miss any of the announcements. You will have a better idea of each teacher's expectations after watching their videos this afternoon. Don't forget that students receive grades for music, art, and PE. Virtual students must also complete activities that are posted in those courses as well. Teachers have been under huge amounts of pressure to teach both traditionally and virtually. They have encountered many changes and have met them all with grace. Many of them have children of their own and have had to navigate these changes both as a teacher and as a parent. Their dedication to their craft, their determination to succeed, and their love for your children in the Blanchard community is what makes our schools the best. Now I'm going to show you how to navigate to JCampus ClassLink in the Student Progress Portal. This is what ClassLink looks like. It won't look exactly like this because this is my ClassLink, but your student will have the same visual desktop that you see here. You will look, if you look here, you will see that there are icons for the Caddo Parish School Board. You will see icons an icon that looks like this. This is this Caddo School Student Progress Portal. You can start here to look at grades. I'm going to click on this so you can see what the progress portal looks like. This is where you will log in. If you have not logged in before, you will need to register a new user. It's just like any other site where you will set up a username and password. And then after that time, when you log in, you will use the left side and type in your username and your password and log in, and you will see your students' grades. Another thing that I would like you to see is caddoschools.org, the homepage to the Caddo Parish website. If you look under the student tab right here, you will see a link to ClassLink. If you are not using a Caddo device, then you may need to come here to find the link to get into ClassLink where we just were. This is the link to ClassLink, and if you go to the bottom, there's also a student handbook link that's got a lot of really good information in it. In the Parents tab, you will see another link to the Student Progress Portal. That is another way you can get to that, to see the grades. There's also a link to nutrition, transportation department, and if you have a student that you need to register. Another thing I'd like to point out is this sliding carousel of pictures here. This is the roadmap to reopening. You have to keep clicking the arrows, but this is a roadmap to reopening. If you click on that, there will be a lot of information as far as how they've reopened schools. There's also a Canvas help desk right here. So if you click up here, you'll see a lot of information that you can look through. This is registration information also.
Some important things to remember for this year. We'll have a few fundraisers. I know PTA is working on one. We have rescheduled our picture day for November the 2nd, so we will take your pictures on that day, but we will also be practicing social distancing, so it may take quite a bit of time that day to get that accomplished. Our PTA membership is going on right now, and it's $5 a person to join PTA. They are wonderful. They help us with so many things at the school, and they take very good care of the teachers and the students at the school. Also, while we're on the topic of keeping things up to date, we need to make sure that we have the proper numbers at school in case we need to reach you for anything. So if anything ever changes, make sure that you update that information with Ms. Grant, our office clerk. And on behalf of the Blanchard Elementary students, teachers, support staff, and administration, we want to thank you and we appreciate you. Have a great evening.